guys. I hope you're able to see me and you're able to get my voice, my video and audio well. I'm super excited to do this live. It's been so long that I've been there on my YouTube channel, but now I'm back. I'm going to share all my learnings, all my things that I have done for the past few months, and it will be surely very productive. So, if you're able to see me and hear me properly, can I, get some thumbs ups in the chat box so that we can start up the session without wasting any time. So, in this session, we're gonna talk about and basically learn about LinkedIn, right? How do we actually make up your profiles? How do the recruiters actually see you on LinkedIn, and all of that? So we're gonna do a very deep dive on things that, first of all, why is the platform LinkedIn so much important, and why people today are posting up on LinkedIn and very very active on the platforms like LinkedIn. Before that, can I have some thumbs ups in the chat, because I cannot see, and I want to know if my video and audio is perfectly audible and visible to everyone. Okay, so we're going to start up very soon. um I'm not able to see your chat. I'm not able to access the chat, I guess. There's some delay. Let me know, guys, if you're able to hear me, if you're able to see me. Can I get some chat? Can I have some thumbs ups, or excite in the chat, so that we could start up with this live and go ahead and learn exactly why is LinkedIn so important, and in today's era, why do we actually have to have and be on the platforms like LinkedIn, so that we can actually be under the eyes of the people who want to take our services, who want to actually get our values and the things and the services we actually provide to them. So I think I need to check from my phone if that's audible and visible to you guys. Guys, are you able to um I'm not able to see chats. I don't know why is this so. Okay, so let's get started. I'm able to see some of them. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Without wasting any time, I'll just share my presentation where we're going to see up things. Okay, and we're going to learn basically why is LinkedIn so much important, how do recruiters actually see you on LinkedIn and stuffs like that. Okay, now the first thing in today's live, we'll go discuss about why is LinkedIn so much important, why do we actually have creators on LinkedIn, why do they post regularly, why are the people so much active on platform, which is so professional, right? And a lot of recruiters and a lot of people are there posting daily, and so much content is being generated. Why is it so, right? Next, we're going to look upon is how recruiters see you on LinkedIn. So there are two different platforms, if you do not know. LinkedIn is a platform wherein everyone, no matter recruiters or no matter the people, those who are there, are actually on a platform, whereas where we have a specific other platform for the recruiters to actually look for, right? To actually look upon the candidates and segregate them and then send them a message in their emails. Okay, now this particular software is called LinkedIn Recruiters Job Search, or maybe Recruiters Lite something, right? So in this particular software, what actually happens is the recruiter is able to see you. He's able to see your profile. He's able to see your engagement. He's able to see whether you are active on LinkedIn, do you open your LinkedIn or not, and for how many days you've been actively engaging on the posts and posting up things, right? So today we'll see that how recruiters actually see you. Then the next thing we'll see is how do we optimize our LinkedIn profile so that it's easily visible to the recruiters, right? And last, we'll review some of the profiles that I have been getting them on my link. So if you guys want to also send your profiles, and the ones who have not yet sent, I'll send you the link in the chat, so that if any one of you wants to send their LinkedIn profiles, they can actually send them, and at the last of this live we're going to review the profiles. Okay, I hope everyone's there. I'm just posting up the link. Now let's get started. Okay, the first one is why LinkedIn. Okay, now LinkedIn is a professional platform. It's a platform to network for knowledge and opportunities. Now, here in this platform, we have all sorts of people who are freelancing, people who are selling out their services, people who are, who want services, right? We have every kind of people on this platform. Now, this is very professional in the sense that people are here. Here we have serious people. It's not for entertainment, it's not for joke or a mock. So it's a very professional platform where everyone is serious towards their career, towards building up a professional platform. And so here people come up to look up for opportunities. Now these opportunities can be in the terms of internships, can be in the terms of placements, can be in the terms of getting and selling their freelance services like web designing, or maybe graphic designing and stuff like that. So why LinkedIn? I hope that's clear. Second point is, today in today's market, 95% of the recruiters, earlier what used to happen was people used to use their career portals specifically to get the candidates, but nowadays what's happening is that LinkedIn is being used professionally. Most of the 95% of the recruiters are using LinkedIn platform to recruit, to get the best candidates today in the market. And the third is, there's a pool of candidates, since a lot of interviewee, a lot of candidates are there for approximately 850 million users are there on the LinkedIn. And so it's a very professional platform where recruiters can find good candidates, and also candidates can find their best recruiters as well, right? I hope this makes sense to each one of you, that why we are having and why we are going towards LinkedIn. LinkedIn is professional platform and will continue to be, no matter you can sell out services using your website, using Twitter, using Instagram, but when it comes to professionality, LinkedIn is there on the top always. I hope that makes sense. Let's move to the next slide of knowing that how do recruiters see you. Now, this is a very, very important this diagram is very, very important, wherein you need to see that how actually recruiters are able to see you, right? Now, what's happening here is on the left hand side. I'm so sorry. I think this image is not right. I'll just share once again. Just a second. Huh? So what we were talking about was that how do actually how do people, right? How do everyone is able to see the recruiters are able to see you. Okay, so we'll just see that in a moment. Let me just, there was some glitch on my side, so sorry for that. Just a second. Okay, yeah, I'm just sharing it again so that you're able to see it. I want to know if it's visible to you now. Hmm. Okay. By the time, how many of you have given your LinkedIn profiles for viewing, and for the at the last we'll be reviewing all the profiles, right? So if you are there, let me get a hi, or in the chat, or your specifically your name, so that we can go in the sequence of viewing your profiles. Come on guys, in the chat, I want the names of the people who have already sent their LinkedIn profiles to be reviewed, so that we can review their profiles one on one, and actually um, check that out. Now here in this we can actually can see that how do recruiters see you on LinkedIn, right? Now what actually happens is, on the left hand side you can see this is the platform of recruiter LinkedIn. If you do not know what recruiter LinkedIn is, recruiters have a specific and different platform for recruiting, where they can segregate candidates and source out candidates for a particular job role. So on the left hand side you can see we have a job roles. So for example, if they want to search for some program manager, then they can specifically type it on there. And if they want to have it from certain location, that also they can do. If they want certain skills, they can actually segregate out that as well. On the left hand side you can see all of those parameters. On the right hand side, when they click on OK, they get a total number of candidates who are actually have these skills, who are actually in that particular location and are looking for that particular job role as well. This is very very important. You need to specify things on your profile. And so we're going to learn also how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, right? On the left hand side you can see all of those things. So once recruiter comes, what he does is he fills this form. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ही फिल्स कि उसको कौन से जॉब रोल के लिए चाहिए, देन ही फिल्स की लोकेशन क्या होनी चाहिए, देन ही फिल्स द स्किल्स, then he fills the company and stuffs like that, right? On the right hand side he gets the total number of candidates. Then he gets people who are likely to respond. ठीक है? तो the people who are not active on LinkedIn, they get segregated out here. Now see, from 617 total candidates segregated, only 129 are more likely to respond. And the third one is open to new opportunities. How many people out of them are open to new opportunities? Now, from where do they get to know that you're open to new opportunities? This is where the frame comes into play, right? If you do not know, LinkedIn has 3 or 4 frames. One is open to work, one is recruiting, right? Hiring, sorry. So these frames come into play, right? So, and next one is, are they following the company or not? This is where follow up the company comes into play, right? So if you want to go into LinkedIn, if you want to go into Google, if you want to go into Facebook, make sure that you're following that particular company as well, right? This is what recruiters see. Okay. And on the beneath you can see that the industry is coming. Then you can see the Snapchat of the profile is also coming, and you can see what all follow up, like all the candidates list comes in. And then the recruiter is able to send you in mail replies, in mail comments to that, hey, so and so, I am this recruiter, and then I liked your profile, and I want to invite you for such and such job role. If you're really excited to be there, you can go to this link and apply, or maybe he can directly give you the test link. So this happens. Okay, this is how the recruiters are able to see you. I hope that is very very clear, and now you could get the importance of first of all using the frames on LinkedIn, right? Second of all, um following that particular company. Third of all, you know uh, job titles should be there. Like for example, if you want to become a product manager, anywhere in your profile it should be written product manager, so that LinkedIn's algorithm works upon and you're able to see that particular job role. I hope that's clear, and with that, let's move to the next slide. If you have any questions, you can drop down the comment below. I'll check up that once we're complete with the slides. Now we want to understand how can we optimize LinkedIn. Right, now we have an idea on, first of all, that why LinkedIn is important. Second, why do we actually have why do we actually need LinkedIn. Third, how do recruiters see. now जब हमें पता है कि रिक्रूटर्स हमें कैसे देख रहे हैं, तो हम अपनी प्रोफाइल को उसी तरीके से ऑप्टिमाइज कर सकते हैं, right? The first thing is your strong profile picture. Everyone needs to keep their profile picture in a headshot. You're not required to keep whole full picture, from top to bottom. Just a headshot is fair enough to actually let the recruiter see you in person, right? Because the image is the first thing that recruiters eye go on, right? So you need to keep a very professional headshot picture. Then on the right hand side there's an option wherein you have to tick all LinkedIn members, which means that everyone who is there in your member list can actually see your link, see your profile picture. Okay, let's move to the next slide, which says that optimize your background picture. Now the people who do not know what does the background picture mean, um, we have a banner kind of on the LinkedIn profile, just below your, just above your profile picture, wherein you can write down the services you offer, you can write down what profile you are into, you can write down the communities that you serve, you can write down about your own self as well on the banner, right? The next thing is be smart with the profile headline. Now this is where the recruiters are able to see your interests, the things that you have done, what are you focusing on, right? So for example, if I want to become a product manager, I will be writing down product manager enthusiast, which means that I want to become a product manager, but I'm not right now. Here you can write down what work you're doing. So for example, if I'm working in LinkedIn, I can write down software engineer at LinkedIn, or maybe I'm right now an analyst at Barclays, I can write down analyst at Barclays, right? Which is very fair enough to let people know what you're actually doing, because that is very very important. Okay, next is the about section. Now this is the section where you need to write down your story, your storyline, as if what are the services you're offering, what qualities do you have, what how, from how many years you have your experience in, what is your main USP, what is a unique selling point, what what promises and values do you offer. All of those things should be jotted down in the about section. And also you need to write down your mail ID, because from there a lot of people can send you mails if you're offering services, and also they can approach you if in case they want to. Make sure that you're writing down your contact details, not your phone number, but your professional contact detail, that is your mail ID. Okay, the next one is fill out your work experience. Now a lot of people make mistake over here. What they do is that they actually, what they do is that they just mention from the time duration they did a particular job, whereas the recruiters are looking for what you have actually done and how much value have you actually brought up while doing up that experience. You just not have to write down that okay, I was an analyst at Barclays and I was from August till December, but you actually have to jot down points of what you learned, what skills you learned, and actually have to give a description about the service, about the experience that you gained. So for example, I was able to bring 40% of the sales, or I was able to engage, or made up this platform, or stuffs like that. So you need to be very much elaborative about the experience that you are writing upon on your LinkedIn profile, so that it's visible to the recruiters, the people who want your service. And they're able to see, okay, this person has values, this person is able to bring out figures and facts on the table, and it's not, and it's give you an authenticity as well, right? So let's move to the next point. I hope everything is clear, guys. If you have any doubts up till now, make sure that you're typing down in the chat box. I'll pick them up at the end of this live. Next, we come on to show off your education and skills. A lot of people, when I write over here show off, which actually means that showing off, guys, a lot of people just write down their skills to be as data management. Now in data management, what specific skills do you have? You need to write down that as well. If you know Power BI, if you know Tableau, if you know certain kind of softwares, or if you know certain kind of tools, you need to mention down elaborately on your LinkedIn profiles. Why I'm specifically making you guys aware of these things is that what happens is that for example, think like this. For example, if you're going and meeting a people in a conference, or maybe at an airport, and you maybe might meeting some very very big professional. What do you actually do after meeting them? You go to Google and you type their names on the Google, and you do a Google search, in fact, right? Now when you do this Google search, either their website comes up, or their LinkedIn profile comes up. Now think, when you go somewhere and some people is going to search Mansi Gupta on LinkedIn, on I'm so sorry, on Google, what will first come up? My LinkedIn profile, isn't it? And that's where you need to optimize your LinkedIn profile as well. You need to show off your values, your skills that you have, and you need to very very specifically type down your education, your experience, so that everyone knows that okay, you have done all of these things, and you have elaborately told everything on your profile as well, which is equally important. Next is edit your profile URL. A lot of people do not do this, but this is very very important. Now how is it important that everyone needs to go to their web version of their LinkedIn and change their LinkedIn profile URLs as well, so it looks good. It looks like linkedin.com/Mansi Gupta. Now here you can, otherwise it will be coming like Mansi Gupta 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, which does not looks professional enough. Okay, so you need to edit. Next is, and the ninth one is most important, which is follow companies that you want to get into. This is where the recruiters see that you do you really want to come into the company, because if you want to come to company, you must be following them. You must be very very updated with the projects they are doing, with the people and the engagements they're having in their companies, right? So I hope that's clear up till now. If it's clear, we can go ahead with the LinkedIn profile reviews, and we can go ahead. So I've got certain names, and we'll go through the LinkedIn profile reviews of them. I think we are ready to go, right? Are we? Can I have some thumbs ups in the chat so that we can go ahead with the profile reviews, and we can get started with the most exciting part. I think most of you have been waiting for this only, and we can go ahead with that. Can we, guys? Can we have a quick? Okay, so the first one we have is Stuti. So Stuti will be going through your LinkedIn profile first, and STUTI. Okay, so we have Stuti. Okay, so this is the, so first of all, I would like to show you my LinkedIn profile so that it's easier for you to gain some insights. We have studied upon how do we actually make up an optimized LinkedIn profile. Now we're going to see one. Okay, and now you can see it's an headshot picture. Then we have made a banner. Since I'm not selling any services, I've put up a quote. Okay, next is your headline, which tells that okay, I'm working somewhere, I'm a content creator, I'm a public speaker. So anyone who wants to make up an event wherein he or she wants to invite a speaker, he'll be able to get to know that okay, there is a person called Mansi and she is a public speaker, so she's likely interested in speaking for events. Okay, so that is where your headline comes into play. And then we have the featured section. So if you want to, you can keep this. If you don't want to, you cannot. I mean, it's up to you, totally up to you. Now let's come to the main part here, about section. Now you can, as you can see in the about section, I've written about myself, my achievements up till now, what are my qualities, and what is the thing that is my unique selling point. See, in one way or the other, we are actually advertising and selling ourselves, right? Selling in the terms of our services, selling in the terms of our values, selling in the terms of the things we know, right? And the people here on LinkedIn or on any platform, maybe as a recruiter or hiring professional, is looking for someone who has skills, who has values to offer. And that is where matchmaking comes in, right? So at the end, you can type down the way you can connect with her. So for example, I've written my mail ID. I have also attached my bio link, wherein all other profiles such as my Instagram, my Telegram, and my website is being anyone who wants to see can go and check out here. Then comes an experience. As you can see in the experience section, it's not just I have, just mentioned that okay, I work in certain such company, or okay, I have this and that experience. Whereas I have also written the description and also written the value or the work that I have done over there, right? As you can see that I have absolutely mentioned about the things, the cohort that I have, the people that I've taught, what were the positives, what were the, see, everything on your profile needs to be positive because you're selling something. The people, if you're selling something, until and unless you're telling your positive side, until and unless you're showing off your skills, no one is going to get attracted towards it, right? So you need to talk about the positives. How many people were there, how many people engaged, how, what were the positives that you were able to bring on the table. You need to jot down everything about that. Okay, I hope you can get an idea of how you need to make a LinkedIn profile. Now let's move forward. You can attach your education, right? And if you've got a good grades, you can actually attach your grades as well. Then we have licenses and certifications. So if you won any certifications or maybe some awards, you can add your qualifications over here. Then if you have done any kind of volunteering like I have done, so you can just write down, and not just you have to write down what volunteering you have done, but also you need to describe about that volunteering process. Next, you can write down the skills that you have, and if you have any recommendations from the people, you can write down as that as well. And then honors and awards. If you have won honors and awards, make sure that you are writing. Again, same goes for here as well. Description is very, very important. Now here comes the companies. A lot of you were asking that how do we see? So see, I have followed Infido, which means that if I go and someday apply in Infido will be able to see that okay, Mansi follows a company, which means that I'm updated with the things and the services that bringing on plate, and I am updated with the engagement. I'm updated with everything about their companies. Right now, let's move without wasting any time to the LinkedIn profiles. I hope that's clear. Let me see in the chat. Okay, we are good to go. Okay, so we'll go with the profile. First of all, we'll go with Stuti. We'll first see. Okay, so she coding is not very strong. Firstly, I would like to crack 2 months internship and then grab a. Okay, so she's actually looking for an internship. Now here on the here on LinkedIn, Stuti, we are not able to see you that you're open to work, right? So first thing you need to make sure that you're adding up a frame on your LinkedIn profile, open to work. Okay. Then you can write down the skills that you have. Just student at Banasthali Vidyapith is fine, but you need to also write down the skills. And if you're looking for if you're looking for things in software engineering, you can write down software engineering enthusiast, which will make people aware that okay, you are someone who is interested in software development, right? And after that, you can write down your languages. Like if you're proficient in Java or maybe C++, you can write down the languages or the skills that you have, so that in case anyone who wants to grab that skill, he can directly contact you. Next, we have okay, so you have written down about yourself. Now see, it's a professional platform. You're not going to write down hi, you just need to write down hello or comma, right? So it's a very professional platform. Make sure that you are using it very professionally as well. Now lots of dots are not required. You need to write down your mail ID, because which seems to be missing, because if I want to contact you, how I'm going to contact you, right? So your mail ID is important. Then this seems okay. You need to make a space. Make sure that your align and formatting is good enough so that it's pleasing. Again, you've not mentioned what is the experience you've shared. You are a member, but what have you provided to that particular that particular experience, right? That particular company. What actually have you done? I'm not able to see that, right? So just like here, you have mentioned that you have hobbies like this. Make sure that you're mentioning in your experience as well. Okay, those certifications and license. See, good. Okay, so here you have exactly mentioned. This is the way I wanted here also. So it's very clear to the recruiter also that okay, Stuti brings this things on the table, right? Okay, great. You've added down languages. Make sure that you're following the companies that you want to get into, so that's easier for the recruiters to see. Make sure that you're adding all of the okay, so this is good that you've passed LinkedIn assessment test. A lot of people ask me this question that is it important? See, it's important because it gives the clarity to the recruiter that okay, you are proficient enough to actually qualify the, the skill assessment that is given over here. So make sure that you're doing that. It's good to have. It's not must have, but it's good to have. I hope that was all about your profile. I think your profile picture is absolutely perfect. If you want to make something related to the field that you want to get into, Stuti, you can change your banner as well. That's all for your profile. Thank you so much for adding your profile to the list. Let's move to the next one. Next one in the line was oh, I'm sorry. Next one in the line was Abhilash. Okay, so we'll get into Abhilash's profile now. Okay, okay. So Abhilash, first we'll see that okay, he's looking for placements. So again, I cannot see the frame that is open to work. So if any one of you is looking for certain job or certain internship, you need to add up a frame of open to work. Okay. Then since you're already working, make sure that you're writing down the skills that you have. So your procurement executive, you can write down the skills that you use there. Okay. The softwares that you know you're proficient in, so that people know that the skills that you have. In the headline, you need to mention that as well. Okay. Now here, right now you can your profile banner is good, but if you want to write down, you can actually put down the skills that you have. Okay, the software that you want to work with. Now in about section, it's very small. You need to describe everything. So first of all, you need to tell from where did you, do your btech, from where, from everything about yourself from starting to the beginning. I told you, right, in about section you need to describe your story. How did you brought up, how were you, how did you learn things, how much experience do you have, what skills do you have, what soft skills do you have, right? Have you given some presentations, or have you what are your experience and stuffs like that you need to share in the about section. Next is the experience. Again, I've already told you, you need to write down description कि आपने क्या काम किया, basically what work have you done, and what उसका impact क्या आया है, right? Impact is more important than just specifying the work. The work that you've done, uska impact kya hai, you need to write down the experience section. I think that would be enough. Then next is you've got skills. I think you can add some more if you want. Okay. And then again, companies you need to follow for the ones who you want to go into. Then licenses, it's perfectly fine. Then again, you're a member of volunteering. This you need to mention what work you are doing. Okay. And also what impact are you creating with this volunteering. Okay. Then again, this was it for again, you need to write down your mail IDs as well. So I think a lot of profiles have this similar comments. If you're getting to learn all of those things, guys, make sure that you are actually implementing this, because just knowing the things willing be able to give you success, right? You need to implement those things as well. So make sure that you are changing and optimizing your LinkedIn profiles. And do text me once you do it. Okay, I'll happy to rewatch and re-help you again. Next is Om Hari. Will get to your profile. I hope with others' profile also you're able to make out the things that your things that are missing on your profile as well. Okay, so we'll first see he's looking for placements. Okay, so very good. You have made it open to work, which means that you are looking for some placements or from jobs. And then you have written down ACM. This is great. Okay. Now you can also write down software engineer. In which role do you want to go, right? You can also write down software engineer enthusiast, so that it means that you want to go into software engineering role only. Okay. Now uh, okay, you have given the feature section, which is awesome. I cannot see your about section, so make sure that you add your about section wherein you tell about yourself, how much, from where do you do engineering, and then your profiles, your contact details and stuffs like that. So make sure that you add your about section, and in that about section you actually use the keywords, like for example, I'm an software engineer enthusiast, right? So and the profiles that you are into, make sure that you're writing down. Okay, and the projects and the qualities that you have. So for example, leadership, for example, management, for example, coding, software, app development, web development, of whatever you have, right? Make sure that you're writing down in the about section, because from about section only, the keywords, the recruiter LinkedIn the recruiter LinkedIn software, it picks the keywords from the about section also. So make sure that you doing that. Again, you have written, but make sure that you are making it more clear and elaborative, right? You writing down in points that, okay, this is the impact that you were able to pull up. This is great. You have written down your CGPA, very nice. License is good. Skills you have write down. Okay, this is great. The test scores you have put up. This is again great. Make sure that you're following the companies. Okay, but otherwise your LinkedIn profile is good. Make sure that you do the changes that I've told you. Thank you so much, Om Hari, for putting up the profile, and I hope I was able to add some values. Next, we can go ahead with Siddhant. Okay, so we'll just see. Okay, you just need a review. You're not looking as for any. Okay, you're an upcoming analyst, and okay, okay. So as you've written that you've done CSC, you can actually write on more skills also if you want. Okay, otherwise it's fine. You can also change the profile banner if you want. So see, you need to you're using LinkedIn for a certain purpose, right? If you're not using LinkedIn for a certain purpose, make sure that you're adding values to the people, right? So for example, if you know something related to machine learning, make sure that your banner is also related to machine learning. Otherwise banner looks fine. No other ideas on that. But if you want to, that's just a suggestion. Okay, next is, again, you've not added your about section, make sure that you do that. Then again, the experience section, make sure that you are adding your the impact that you've created. The again, the same goes again and again. Make sure that you're adding down and adding a description in each one of the experiences, so that it's very clear to the recruiter and to the people who are actually visiting your profiles, right? Make sure that you do that. Again, the same things goes for everyone. See, like here you have written, make sure that you elaborately describe about the experience of volunteering experiences and your experience. I hope that, Siddhant, this is enough, because the same things I can see in almost all of the profiles that are there. Make sure that you are following the good companies that you want to get into, and yeah, that's it. That's the profile looks awesome up till now, and make sure that you do the required changes and you're good to go. Yeah. Next is Payal. We'll just review your profile. I think the live is exceeding to its limit. Okay. uh you're looking for freelancing. Okay. So, as you're looking for freelancing, I'm not able to see the services that you're offering. Okay. Make sure that you are offering the services as well. You're writing down the services that you want to, or you are into. So, for example, if you're a web designer or maybe you're a graphic designer, you're writing down the things as well. Okay. Then this looks great. Again, your about section is also great, but make sure that you are adding your Gmail IDs or your contact details, so that anyone who wants to approach you can get to you. Your about section and your description is absolutely fine. You've written down very well. Again, in the volunteering section, I'm not able to see what kind of volunteering you've done, so make sure that you describe it very well. Okay, courses I've done. You've written this. You've written this as well. While your profile looks awesome, it's fine. Make sure that you do the required changes that I've told you, and yeah, you're good to go as well. Thank you so much, guys. I think this was it for the day, and thank you so much, everyone, for joining in and making up this live successful. I'm absolutely now for the next few days. I'm gonna post up a lot of videos regarding LinkedIn about the people who are placed. I'm gonna make So tomorrow, okay, one more thing, I'm going to give you a reminder. Tomorrow I'm going to post a video on, the things that you can do after you're getting placed. A lot of people here in the audience also are placed, so I have made a video on what are the things you can actually explore after you are getting placed. So make sure that you watch that video out. That will be out at 12 p.m. tomorrow. Okay. And apart from that, from tomorrow I'll be posting up videos related to LinkedIn, related to soft skills and how you can enhance. Because see, no matter this, I do believe in that technical skills are very important when it comes to your grabbing up your first job. But when it comes to promotion, when it comes to switching up jobs, then your soft skills come into play. How you interact, how you negotiate, how you communicate your thoughts, how you're involving, how you're engaging with your audience, with your managers, that comes into play. So that's all I'm going to make my YouTube channel all about. So thank you everyone for joining in. If you are really interested, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next live. Till then, please take care of yourselves. Bye.